Dragons!
Wait, hold on. All right, there we are. Okay.
It'll be a few seconds behind. So, anyways, the party had reached Silver Moon, witnessed the battle taking place, gone inside the city, witnessed the defeat of the army that was attacking it, and then gone outside to look for someone to interrogate, an orc or something, some creature that they could interrogate. They'd done a little investigating, and while they were out there, they saw a large tower topped with a blue and gold uh, wizard's hat fly over the hills towards them. That's where we left off. So you see this large, but singular tower fly over the edge of the mountains and head your direction. It has it has clouds underneath of it that seem to move along with it, almost carrying the tower along. I had an image. I'll bring it back up again for the stream.
And you said this was currently nighttime, right?
No, this was approaching evening though.
Next the wall, or do we wait here for it?
But and then who all were we all outside? Because we were interrogating that guy, right?
I'm pretty sure someone stayed back with the horses. Or I can't remember.
Overstayed back. He's
Yeah,
the
I'm still back. I've got the eaglets and the horses.
Go ahead and talk about it amongst yourselves. I'm uploading the picture now so I can use it on the map.
Are there orc bodies nearby? If I just look around.
Yeah, the knights in silver were going around and executing them, but then you had mentioned that you wanted prisoners, so they were kind of looking for anyone that was still alive.
Sure. I'm gonna go. First, I'll say, Riken, you said that the leader was an orc, correct?
Yeah, but I don't think anyone saw somebody that looked
It doesn't matter. He's an orc?
Yeah, he's an orc.
Alright, I grab my dagger and I will cut the arm of an orc, dead or alive, and I will fill a vial with its blood.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's needed, don't worry about it.
It's gross, dude. What do we do about that then? Should we run back behind the shield, or
Excuse me.
does Commander know who that is?
As you watch the knights in silver look up, see the tower flying slowly towards them, and immediately run back towards their knights, the commander shouts, "Back to the gates!"
Yeah,
Let's-
maybe
yeah,
we
let's
should
go with
go
them.
back.
Yeah. So we'll fall back along with the guards.
Fall back.
Pretty sure you guys have control of the party token, so you may move it.
Oh, that's right.
The tower
Yeah,
continues
yeah.
flying towards the city. Approaching the nearest wall, but stopping over the plains and hovering there.
There's nothing coming out of the tower or anything yet.
Nope. It just looks like a white tower that has a blue and gold wizard's hat on top of it. It's probably one of the more peculiar things you've ever seen.
I'd say. Still. Commander,
Paladin?
do you know what that is?
Yeah, there. I can bring it up that way. That's what it looks like as a side view. Obviously, this is showing some of the layout of the inside of it, but don't worry about that.
Is this a known thing? Or have none of us ever seen anything like this?
Um, mm, make a history check if you want to know.
And I'll just ask the commander. I'll say, do you know what that is? And they have a hat and a smaller side.
The commander
Is that
looks
what-
at you, cocks his head to one side, and goes, it's a flying tower.
Yeah, where did it come from? From the east, correct? Or from north?
It did. It came from over this direction down the road that leads to Sundabar.
Could you just ping the skin? Alright, there it is. East, okay. Yeah, we should get back behind the walls.
We ran back to the gate with them. The enemy that was like throwing rocks at the city, they fell back, right?
Yeah, they fell back into the mountains here.
Okay, so I'm not sure if this thing's with them or if they were running away from it. I'll turn to the towers that are up, or not the towers, the wizards that are up on the walls. Can any of you send a message?
The wizards that are up on the wall, you'd have to like go up there and talk to them.
All right, how about the wizard standing next to me? Can you send a message?
No.
I'll just glare at you.
I mean, I've got some paper if you'd like.
I did learn how to make a paper airplane.
Sweet.
Can you control wind? We might be able to get this third. Anyway.
Create a bonfire.
I'm faster than you guys, so I can just run ahead if you'd like.
The tower just stopped, right? Not doing.
Yeah, it stopped over the plains at that location is just hovering there, several hundred feet off the ground.
Just floating there menacingly.
It's not doing anything. If you consider that menacing, I guess.
You see a flying tower, you're menaced.
That depends on your predetermined reactions or whatever, your prejudice.
Well, that's a lot of magic, and I don't think we can beat it. Get a little intimidated.
Friend it.
Can we?
Go find out.
I'll start doodling in my notebook.
Are the wizards on the wall or anybody attacking it? Like sending the fireballs they were sending at the.
No, there doesn't seem to be anything attacking it. There's a lot of talk. The commander heads up onto the wall.
Vaguely tempted to go back out there and investigate it. Oh, if only one of us had a flying horse.
I'm just gonna go back into town now. Good luck, guys.
I mean, I've got my work prisoner here, I'm assuming, so I don't know about going out and confronting flying towers in the middle of the battlefield.
Potentially friendly flying towers in the middle of the battlefield. Or extremely deadly one.
It's beyond my scope, dude. way on my scope. But if the army here isn't fucking with it, I'm not gonna fuck with it.
Fair enough. There's also a big force field between us and it.
Yep. So I mean, if you wanna stand by the commander, see what happens. Like I'm down. You know, I still need to get my prisoner.
Alright, let's go interrogate a prisoner.
Yeah, I don't want to do some rash. Start knocking on mage doors.
I can help out with the interrogation.
There's a flash of light from the tower as you are talking, and the words "greetings" show up in orange flame underneath of it, with an exclamation point, and slowly fades away.
Yeah, flare. Does anyone have anything that they can get to send a message toward the tower? Or long range?
I just yell out, "Hello!"
I mean, Ezra, you're the one obsessed with messages. Why can't you do it?
Yeah.
Elder fast.
No. Okay.
That's all I got.
How reach? How long is that?
It's like,
No, I don't have the.
Not far enough.
I don't have the button that I can easily get it up to 600 feet if I wanted to.
You see a heated discussion on top of this tower here where the commander is talking with the mages that were around the horn.
That's probably something I want to listen in on.
Yeah, do we hear anything? I'm standing nearby.
Alabaster, you're actually pretty good at eavesdropping, right?
I mean, I guess.
Go see what they're talking about.
Sure. I guess I will casually, like walk up and just look at the walls while I'm looking at them, trying to look inconspicuous.
Are you whistling? Yeah, I'm whistling.
I feel like that would contradict the idea of trying to listen to them.
It's in all the books, man. You gotta whistle.
Show me to roll. Yeah.
He's using up his rolls again. He's like, get rid of the crappy rolls.
Looks like I should have held on to him. Shit.
Now you're screwed, yeah.
Me track.
So as you guys are sitting there discussing what you're going to do, Ulver comes striding up.
What is going on out there? What is this thing out there?
Nice.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I get the feeling that there's something very curious inside there. Something very curious.
Yeah, we were trying to drop some. Disrupted our dropping.
Is he breaking off for anybody else?
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Yeah. You're doing like a Sprint commercial, man. I can't hear you.
Alright, beer bag.
Okay. Do you have a spell called Murder?
Yeah, I made it up to test beyond 20.
You'll know at the last possible moment when he casts it.
Sorry, I forgot quotes there, Ulver, but you get the idea.
Got it.
Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Sorry, resume RP.
Yeah, you were responding to Olver.
Oh, I was just talking shit. Yeah, we were trying to drop some eaves, but then you came clomping around, so now we can't drop those eaves.
It's alright. Don't want to go up there. I'll start walking out.
Bring the prisoner with us.
I don't know where the prisoner's at. I'm assuming the commander has him. This is
The commander had him, and his knights currently have him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Riken, I can help you out with that later on. I got this pretty good spell for interrogation.
I'd also just like to remind you guys, since you may have forgotten about any of the stuff that happened last time towards the end, of the giant crossbow you found, etc., just to like nudge your memory. Make sure you remember that.
You shoot the tower with the cross.
Yeah, that's
Why are you
not what the nudge was for.
Olver's probably 50 paces out from you guys by now.
Ezra, why do you always insist on attacking everything?
I originally insisted on talking, but since we can't talk, we can only fight. And I'm
Or
gonna
we
run out
could
with Olver.
do nothing. That's an option.
Ooh. Let's
I
do
mean, you
snake
know,
fights.
if there's a red button in front of you that's gonna explode the world, you
I
don't
will
have
definitely
to
press
red
it.
button.
I will
No.
100%
I'll try to press it
my
twice.
No. Not necessary.
3 times?
At that point, I don't know what would happen.
So, flip a coin.
button. I'm running out with Olver. We're running to catch up with Olver.
Olver is running out there?
I'm probably, by the time you guys are done talking, I'm probably 100 paces now.
Outside the gate.
Yep.
With
Start
the
walking.
Where are the eaglets?
You don't know.
Not with you. I'm assuming. Then.
Well,
I
I'm
would have
not-
taken. I would have had them with me on the horses. I would have put them on the horses with the bags somehow.
And where are those?
How exactly did you do
With
that?
you.
They're the size of Labradors.
What do you mean with
Where's
me?
the one?
I'm on the ramparts right now.
The bags can be connected, so you can tie the straps on them.
Hold up, I'm so confused. So you're on a horse that has.
No, I'm walking. I'm now on foot.
Where are the eaglets then? Oh
With
God.
you. With the
You
party.
didn't hand them off.
On one horse. You guys were
Okay.
busy talking. I just walked away. It's like,
Man, all of
I don't
you
know,
have
We're
legendary
on the
stealth.
ramparts, we're on the
apparently.
ramparts with the commander right now. We're not
Jesus.
looking at the gate.
I said Olver's going right now.
Yeah.
Who?
You didn't say anything about walking
Somebody
up.
went to a tree and was like, hey, this is a nice tree. I'm gonna go
You
out
all
for this gate.
missed it. You all missed
I
it.
heard it. That's why I said I'm running out with you.
You never talked about putting eaglets on a horse, though. That's
Well, if you look at in a special state where
The-
they can exist anywhere.
The eaglets are sleeping right now, actually.
And
You
they
guys
try.
are here. I'm up here with the commander.
Yep. So is anybody else? Anybody
All that's
else?
up there with me.
yeah. I'm just with Riken right now.
Okay, so 2 people up with the commander. Anybody else headed up there? What's everybody else doing?
So over, you're like, could you ping where you're at?
He's walking through the gate.
I mean, I've walked through the gates. I'm probably, I don't know, but by the time we're at this point, probably over here or something. I'm not running hard or anything. I'm just,
So over real
walking.
quick. The gates would have been closed, and of course guards would have been at it. So you would have had to try to explain that you wanted to go out the gates. How would you do that?
I would have said, I'd like to go investigate this. I'll just go up by myself if that's all it needs. You can close the gate from behind. Something is very strange about this.
They look at you, they look at each other, they look around for somebody to tell them better, and shrug and open the sally port for you to exit.
Boom.
Acting a persuasion roll. You just got it.
And I'll start jogging up behind him, just like, eh, I'm gonna try to keep him alive.
They nod at you and shrug, and tell you, we're closing the gate after you leave now.
Always smile and nod.
Smile and wave, boys. Anyways, so you head out the gate.
Come from?
Where did what?
Where did these eaglets come from? Why are they here?
I mean, I'm assuming they're down here with Roy. Overleft them with Roy. So
Why did they just put the
The
eaglets
horses.
down there where no one's at?
It's easy. The horses are babysitting the eaglets.
Why
Where's
would
all
they?
the core at?
What,
I mean, where is Fido? Now that I think about it.
I would have gone with Draken because I said.
Oh my God! There's no one where the eaglets are.
There's nobody with
Yeah.
eaglets.
Well,
They're alone with Roy.
Congratulations, Oliver. You are the father to these eaglets, and you left them at the store.
They gotta grow up someday.
All
They're
right.
sleeping.
They have to leave the proverbial nest sometime.
So the eaglets are alone.
you
Opportunities.
like telepathically tell Roy to come over here, Riken, or not?
I mean, I can talk to him and tell that about it, yeah. But
Yeah.
I've already confirmed to come over here, technically.
He has the eaglets on him. Please.
We don't know that. We don't know that. But that being said, I really doubt Over would leave the eaglets alone with Roy.
Roll D100 for their fate.
It sounds like what he's doing right now.
Someone's gonna steal them.
It's gonna be all his fault.
Super valuable giant eagle babies.
All right. So as you guys head out the gate, where are you gonna head?
Straight to the tower.
All right.
Probably not through the mess of bodies, just in case.
Up along the wall, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you head up that direction. That's obviously gonna take you a while. What are you guys up on the wall doing?
And we were trying to eavesdrop on the mage commander conversation.
You hear them arguing like about it, and the mages are like, we cannot fight, we cannot take it down. The magic protections are too strong, and the commander's like, I don't care what you say. It came right after the army. It's probably reinforcements. I want you to take it down. And the argument goes back and forth.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. Looking back over the wall, do we see two morons walking towards the tower?
Yeah, that's what I was curious about.
Sure.
Hey, Riken, is that Over?
Is
Is
that-
he walking towards the giant hat castle that had strange magic?
Good joke, Alabaster. We all know Over's too smart to do something that dumb.
Yeah, he doesn't have the eaglets with him either. I don't know where. There's Ezra too. Where
Is
is
that
it?
Ezra? Yeah.
Ezra's gonna smile and wave at you guys on the wall.
Where are the eaglets? What the? Why are they going towards the giant tower?
Oh man. I hope they get me a souvenir.
Just kind of look at Eidolon.
I hope they. I want one of those hats.
And I'll break out in a sprint back down to the gates.
How far? Like, are they within 60 feet? Or are they like? Because if we were right here on this perch thing.
No, they'd be beyond 60 feet.
Okay, never mind. That's as far as my telepathy goes.
Well, hell.
All right, so the rest of you guys head back to the gates.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a quick explanation to the commander though. Like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I got two people headed out there.
The commander looks down as you say two people out there, goes, what the hell?
I don't fucking know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'll be right back.
He starts
Oh, I know.
yelling. He starts yelling at you guys as you're walking past, screaming, screaming, "Go back to the gate!"
Oh, Ezra again just turn, smile, and wave. Oh, hey, he sees us. Like,
Oliver's not paying
over.
attention. Just kind
I'll
of
nudge
staring at
over his shoulder and point to him.
You hear some colorful language out of the commander's mouth.
Oh, rude man.
That's alright. He's just scared. I don't think there's any reason
By
to
the
be
way,
scared.
You know what this
guy
tower
goes
is?
to Magical City with magical fucking
have no
protection,
idea.
but the whole army
Cool.
is scared. We shouldn't be.
We're gonna die.
All right, so you guys get back to the gate, and you guys start getting close to the tower. As you get close to the tower, you see two golden shapes fly out of the top, just underneath the hat. They circle around the tower in a spiral as they descend, and plunge through the clouds, and then head your direction.
We'll halt. Wait for it.
That was his plan.
Please, oh, will.
And I'll stumble because I didn't realize Oliver was halting in front of me.
Why are you so close, man? Take a pace back.
And what are you guys at the gate doing?
Trying to get through it.
Trying to get out.
Well, the guards will let you out. They still haven't heard from the commander, so they just shrug and let you through.
Let's go. Who the heck?
So you head out the gate. They open the sally port and lock it behind you. Where are the eaglets?
I don't know. I'm looking around for him.
Nope. Gone.
They would have been back. Okay, so if we're not accepting the fact that I brought them with me, then it would be back where we left the horses.
And we just took the horses. And
So then you would have been with the eaglets.
I think the better question to ask is, are the eagles with the horses?
If he didn't take the eaglets to the gate, then they are just south of the High Palace.
I mean, I would have taken them with me, but
I
because we're
think-
having a conversation, so
I think you would have too. I mean, you mentioned that you were bringing them, so they should be technically just right here.
they should be right with all of you.
All of the horses, he brought them to the other horses, so they would be with the other horses and with Roy. So if you're taking the horses outside, you would see them.
Why did he leave them? You know, for someone as intelligent as himself, I am stunned right now. Whatever, let's just get out there.
Nasiri opens one eye and blinks it at you tiredly and then goes back to sleep.
So who's staying behind this time?
No, let's just all keep the party together.
Okay. And it's a shame that... Alright. Illustrial's not here, so we don't have anyone to babysit.
Yeah, because you were going to get the queen to do it. Alright, so you taking the eagles out with you? Eaglets.
Yep.
Just a second, I need to type something. Give you a chance to respond to that real quick. Sorry guys, a little private conversation I have to do.
Oliver's gonna take a slight defensive stance, just slight, not really sure.
Okay, so the two golden creatures get closer, you can see their wings are feathered and elegant looking. They have the the front part half of them seems to be an eagle, while the rear seems to be a lion. You've heard of these griffins?
Wait, where is this? It's up there.
They're coming from the tower.
Yeah.
Alabaster.
Is there anything riding on them?
There
Anything else?
there isn't, but they don't seem to be headed directly towards you. They seem to be headed, 100 feet in front of you.
Okay. Then I'll start walking that way cautiously.
All right. The rest of the party, you guys go outside. You taking your horses with you?
Yeah.
Are you riding?
Yeah, I'm on horseback.
Riding hard or just riding?
I mean, me and Roy are getting at it. We're going.
All right.
And Alabaster and I are hauling up the rear. The cart.
So you come around the well, no, the wagon is outside the other gate. Remember?
Yep, I'm on my war horse right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You had to leave the wagon outside.
The wagon over here.
You could probably ride with me if you want, Edelon.
Wait, how are we taking the eagles then?
You're carrying them on one of the horses, which the horse is not really happy about.
Oh yeah,
I thought
that.
they're like, I thought they were too big for bags.
They're not in bags.
The war, Ben, the war horse is probably doing all right, right?
Yeah.
Cotton horse. That's the one that I have right now. So.
And I'll just ride with Alabaster.
I don't know
Take
if.
a horse.
Okay, you are on.
Or okay.
Other horses.
It's a
So-
tight fit.
So you guys come around the corner of the tower, and you can see the other party members. You can see those two golden creatures land nearby them. You guys see the griffins land, and they kind of mill about just for a second, and then they crouch and kneel, almost like kneeling to a king. To you.
Then I think I will pick the pace and just walk normal. Still not too sure about it, but I'm still walking normal.
Think they're asking us to ride them?
Well, I don't know. It kind of looks like it. Very strange. Maybe this is the road to get up.
I mean, not to assume. Add somewhat of the druid persuasion.
You hear a lot of yelling coming from the wall.
And so, Troy, man, they're really loud over there. Shut up, something.
And Riken probably did something.
Yeah, usually does.
He's so wrecked. Walking head first into things.
That's so weird. You know,
Hey, what are those things? Should we attack them? Are they attacking them?
Whoa. No, those are probably friendly, or at least they were in Waterdeep.
I'm gonna assume that we're about where they're at. Is that accurate? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to walk up to the griffins.
Okay.
Roy, if they're real.
Do they exist? Is that what you're saying?
He has true sight. I want to know if there's
Ah.
griffins.
It's that day. I don't have speak with animals today. I was expecting more of a fight.
Yeah, Roy, are those real griffins or not?
Repeat your question for me real quick. I was typing something.
I want to know if those are real griffins. I'm asking Roy because he has true sight.
Roy, as he's running forward, starting to outdistance the other party members now, he says, "Yes."
Oh shit. Ask
I would like to ask, just in plain old comment. Hello. Are you here to help us get up, or just to meet us?
The griffins.
Ezra looks at him and thinks he can speak druidic for a moment.
The griffins lower their beaks to almost to the ground and then turn their heads sideways and close their eyes.
Oh, I'm not sure what that means.
Nature check.
You're welcome to make a nature check.
I think I'm gonna have to because I have no idea what.
Did that griffin just wink it over?
Can I guide myself on this one too?
You may not.
I may not.
Either you know it or you don't.
Okay.
Gonna make
19. Ooh,
20.
Ezra knows more than I do.
So both of you guys look at this, and it looks like a sign of complete subservience.
Let's free these griffins.
Like they are bowing to your will.
I will reach out and touch the one kind of on the side of the neck as I come over, and I will. Are there reins or anything?
You
like a
you
saddle
do
or-
notice that they have saddles on them, yes, but no reins.
Okay. I will slowly go ahead and climb aboard. Cautiously, making sure that they're not doing anything.
And I'll
They're
hop.
not going to be skittish or anything at us, just in case. Because Wolver is just not sure what's going on.
They don't react to your touch. If you climb up, are you going to climb up on them?
I am slowly, but yes, I'm just kind of gauging them as I do it.
Okay. And Ezra?
I'll hop on the other.
They are mounting the griffins. What the?
Yep. As they climb on the griffins climb back onto all fours and take off, carrying you with them.
All right. Off we go.
On the fair, they get a fly.
They head straight up, obviously circling upward towards the tower. As the rest of the party reaches where you once were. The rest of the party, you guys, as you arrive at the location the Griffins just vacated, look up and watch them heading towards the tower, and you see 3 more golden shapes take off from the top of the tower and spiral down towards you.
Could have made him wait a little longer, but
It's all pre-programmed. I'm not making them do anything.
Riken was having an internal conflict. He's like, is Roy gonna get mad because I really want to ride one of these guys?
I'd jump off the horse and just start getting ready for the griffin ride.
All right. So the 2 of you that are already riding arrive. They fly into openings at the top of the tower, and you find yourself within an area that is obviously the Griffin's home. There is a central opening in the floor that leads down that you can see. But other than that, it's just a series of large openings in the walls, and you can see the hollow interior of the hat over the top of you.
all right. I will climb off and I will thank the griffin.
The Griffins, when they landed, would have once again knelt to allow you to dismount easily. And then as soon as you dismounted, they would have gone over to what you can see are kind of like nests within little stalls.
Wow.
And they would have just climbed inside their little nests and nestled themselves down in and almost seemed to go to sleep.
But Oliver would definitely want to kind of watch him a little bit, just in awe. This is something he's never seen before. So he's taking a moment.
The rest, the three members on the ground, three griffins land about 70 feet away from you, and kneel before you, as I described before.
Yeah.
Just turn and smile at him big.
Well, you can't really turn and smile at them. You're up in a tower several hundred feet up in the air. They wouldn't see anything.
Oh, they're not there. Oh, they're not there yet. Okay.
No, they're on the ground.
Right.
You went up first.
Yeah, I thought they were up in the air already.
So what are you guys gonna do?
Hop on right away.
Okay, so you just bounce on over and jump on top of a griffin, which immediately stands up and takes off.
I just scream out, Yahoo!
You can't help but notice there's no safety straps.
Tanuki, hold on!
The others?
I'm gonna tell Roy he needs to take care of the horses.
What an
He-
interesting dilemma.
He turns back and regards you with one eye and then nods almost sagely. Very well.
Hey, Riken, you think you could hold on to one of these eagles?
I was gonna hold on to both of them.
Oh, that works too. I figured we could each take one, but that works for me.
The eaglets are a little big for one person to carry both, no
Yeah,
matter
that's-
your size.
I mean, then yeah, I could just carry one. Then.
And they are not happy at being disturbed.
They're sleeping now.
They're not asleep anymore if you move them.
Whatever. Getting on the griffin's back.
As you approach the griffins, the eaglets freak out a bit. They begin to try to claw their way off of you and escape.
Cast suggestion on the one that I'm holding.
I grapple him. Fix this trash.
See, this is good parenting because I'm not the bad guy taking him on this scary creature. So
Okay.
Always save for baby eagle.
Save versus
14.
15.
Dang. All right. I will attempt to hold on to the griffin, which isn't gonna work.
Well, they tried to claw their way away from you before you even got to the griffins. So, you try to cast the spell, doesn't work. The eaglet continues to try to escape you and run away. I just need to know what you're gonna do.
Try to hold on to it.
All right, contested strength rolls for both of you then.
Ooh, yeah, I'm good at that.
Actually, it's athletics.
wrestling eaglets. Now this is not right.
I'm looking at it, and grapple is athletics.
Athletics, yeah, but which is based on strength, so
Well, if it's athletics, it gives me a +7 versus +4.
yeah,
I think
that's
I'm
fine.
weaker than eagles. That's that.
So Alabaster fails.
Oh, that's good.
So you just want me to roll pure strength?
No, go ahead and roll. Athletics.
It's all Over's fault.
And you barely managed to gain control of the eaglet.
Fucking big ass turkey.
What's your armor class?
What?
Yeah, so he hits you. You take 3 points of slashing damage from its claws as it attempts to break free, clawing you in the process.
Okay.
and you approach the griffins. Alabaster, yours gets away and runs back towards the horses. I'm not feeling the least bit sorry for you because, yeah, you wanted these things.
I mean, there's times I thought we were gonna sell them.
You wanted to eat when you first got them.
Ulver's got some fucking Lord of the Rings type idea going on.
Did we lose Alabaster?
No, I'm here.
Okay. So, what?
Yeah. No,
I'm just saying that one of them ran away, so I want to know what you're doing next.
Gonna try and catch the eaglet.
All right, so you run after the eaglet, try to catch it as it dodges between the horse's legs and stuff. Riken, you manage to hang on to the eaglet and get to the griffin, who looks at you, looks at the eaglet, and you just get this overwhelming feeling that it's judging you.
go ahead and judge. Who's my bitch? Take me up that tower.
All right.
Hopefully he doesn't know common.
So you climb onto the griffin.
Yeah.
Okay, you climb on, hanging onto the eaglet. The griffin stands up, begins to take off. Make an animal handling check at disadvantage. So you begin flying up towards the tower, carefully trying to hang on to the eaglet, which is still trying to escape your grasp. And the griffin turns into its looping spiral up towards the tower. Go ahead and make another one at disadvantage. You begin to fall out of your saddle.
Oh, no. I have advantage in all checks against falling out of saddle, so those would be straight rolls anytime.
Okay, so the first one you still succeeded at. The second one you still failed at,
Would have been 21 and 13.
which is still a failure for the second one. 9 or 13 is still failure. Falling out of your saddle.
Drop the eagle.
Okay. And how high am I?
Oh, 100, 120 feet.
Okay. I mean, I would try not to fall out of it, but if that's the check to fall out, I guess I'm falling out.
All right. So you fall out of the saddle and begin to plummet with the eaglet in your arms towards the ground at 120 feet. Alabaster, go ahead and I guess just make a melee attack roll, and we'll see if you catch your eaglet. Or no, you're trying to grapple it, so make a athletics roll. Low end.
I did.
Holy cow, I did not think that the eaglet would win. I rolled a 2.
So did he.
I rolled a 2.
It's probably actually a tie, so you find yourself wrestling in the dirt with the eaglet, trying to hang on to it as it tries to scrabble loose. You don't really have it, but then again, it doesn't really escape either. So go ahead and roll again. Well, this time it wins, and it breaks free, kicking you in the face, and runs away, squawking into the grass area next to the horses, off in a northerly direction. You hear the griffin in the griffin that was carrying Riken makes a cry, and he like a key, an eagle's cry up in the air, and you look up and see it turning in the air, trying to head back down towards Riken and the other eaglet, which are now plummeting towards the ground. And what are you guys up in the tower doing?
We have no idea what's going on, do we?
Well, it depends. I mean, I don't know if you'd go over to the window and look down. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, there really would have been a
Fucking
reason.
matter. They've been ignoring us this entire fucking time.
I mean, I think Oliver would still be curious to see outside, but I don't know if he would have gone and done that over the Griffins. This is his decision. I'm gonna roll for it.
You already saw the view up on the Griffins. Get out.
I mean,
All right,
trying to
so-
take an unwilling, sharp-clawed mastiff onto a mount that has no safety harness, not the safest call.
I thought you said it was a saddle.
Saddle, no straps. I specifically stated that.
But stirrups, right?
No, saddle.
Okay, so odds I stay, evens I take a peek. 2. I took a peek. Alright, I looked over.
So you saw this occur then.
Apparently, at some point I'm probably seeing Riken falling.
Yeah, he's like a couple 100 feet away, but
Holy crap. Don't know what to do. I'm way up here, you're way down there. Okay. Isra. Riken's fallen. I don't. He's like. Apparently they
But
followed
Tom's
us and
conversation
he's
went
like.
on flat, bro.
He's dead. Yeah.
So Ezra will try to see if he can mount up on one of the griffins and go down.
Okay, so you run over to one of the griffins, which looks up at you, kind of cocks its head to one side, and then gets up and strides out into the open and allows you to mount it.
By the time you mount him, he's dead.
I mean, yeah, you're not going to get there in time, but let's go ahead.
How far away am I in the air? Can I look back and see this?
You would be probably 100 feet beyond them.
Yeah, I'm probably. I'll try to take a look back, see if I see anything.
I mean, you see them. You see them falling, and the other griffins turning, trying to head back towards them.
Riken, no.
Alright. How many feet is he far below me if I leave on this griffin?
You have zero chance in getting to them. You might make it within 250 feet.
Oh, okay. If I can get within 90 feet, I can thunderstep me and this griffin next to him, but that's about it.
Yeah, the thing is, they're falling away from you, on top of the fact that you had to get this griffin to come out of its stall, get on it, and then fly out. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Just to even get started.
And I
If I
was
get
only
there fast
falling
enough, I can get
I feel
first
like
dibs
a
on
matter
leaving the body.
I feel like
What was that, Reagan?
so like falling 100 feet is I feel like that wouldn't be too long, right?
No, it's not really that long. So I was just trying to figure out what people would do, make sure that there's nothing that they could do without looking at their character sheets, giving them a chance to react. It doesn't look like anybody can really do anything. Alabaster, you're not doing anything or can do anything, right?
2.5 seconds. There's a calculator. 2.5 seconds is the time it takes.
Yeah. So like a round. I mean, realistically, Ezra's not even going to make it out of the tower before you hit.
Yeah. Well, I got it. It's cool.
So it's really just up to the Griffin. How fast can he try to catch him?
The Griffin gets to make one roll to see whether or not it can reach you in time because they're fairly fast flyers. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I rolled a 7.
So
That is 12d6 damage, unless you have something to mitigate it.
well, at about 15 feet, 10 to 15 feet before the ground, I'm going to toss the eagle first.
Okay, you toss it, hoping that it will fly a little bit to save itself.
So it'll land a little bit softer than a dude in full fucking armor.
Yep. Okay, so for you,
Yeah, I hope you have money to buy new armor, by the way, if you wish.
you take 42 points of bludgeoning damage as you impact the earth with a mighty clang.
Dude, you survived.
Yeah, I survived. I'm just gonna lay there for a little bit.
What about the eagle?
Fucking eagle.
The eaglet.
I've been saying.
The eaglet takes half that damage as it's able to slow itself in its fall, but is still rendered unconscious and dying.
Half that damage.
Oh, sweet! It's not dead right away. Cool. I'll run over and stabilize it.
No, it didn't take enough damage to immediately kill it.
Well, yeah, but if I'm throwing him upward away from my body, his speed's gonna be reduced. He's not falling as fast as I am, right?
I mean,
And he has like.
if I was you, I'd take what I just gave you because it's generous.
Ben is not trying to kill the eaglet, is what he's saying right now.
If I wanted to kill the eaglet, it would be dead. It's not dead. You can still save it.
The question is, the commander of the guard and the wizard still just watching?
I mean, everybody on the wall is watching. The people in the palace are watching. The people in the Star Court are watching. This is probably some of the greatest entertainment they've seen in a while. And they don't necessarily see it as entertainment at this point. It's probably more of like a horror fest. But later it will be thought of as entertainment.
So, in my initial shock, I would want to get out because I would have seen the eaglet. I think I would have seen the eaglet, right? Or was it too far to really?
You would have been able to see that he had the eaglet in his arms.
Okay.
They're pretty big. They're the size of mastiffs now.
So I would have ran over to one of the griffins and asked to be taken down once more.
Okay. Well, the griffin would have stepped out, allow you to mount it and everything. But I mean, by the time you even got on it, they would have impacted the ground.
Doesn't matter.
And Ezra would have been headed out right ahead of you.
Yeah.
So the griffins head out and spiral down towards the ground. The other griffin, you can see, those of you that can see, because the two of you that are in the tower would have been too busy getting on your griffins to see the impact. You see Riken just face plant into the ground, and then he moves slightly, so you just know he's not dead. The eaglet, however, hits, bounces, rolls, and feathers and everything go everywhere, and then lies still.
So how many rounds would it be before I got to the ground? What's that?
At the rate that the griffins fly, probably about 6 rounds.
Okay, I'm still going.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything I need to know about?
If I
Stabilize the
saw that,
eaglet.
I would head back too.
stabilize the eaglet with.
That's good. Lets me do it without a medicine check.
Okay. So you run over and immediately see the eaglet has apparently broken its neck. It's not dead, it's horribly injured. And you stabilize it, it's alive, but it's still grievously injured.
Which one is this?
This is
What do you
Nasiri.
have?
Is the female
Oh, okay.
series.
Okay. I am going to give Nasiri a healing potion.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
7 points of healing.
I was frantically looking through my inventory to see if I had one of those. I was just gonna pop it in my mouth and let the impact like break the healing potion in my mouth.
She,
Because,
as you
And then,
try to,
and then you hurt yourself with the glass that breaks.
probably less than 12d6.
as you pop the vial open and try to drain it down her throat, she gags on it a little weakly, and then perks up immediately. You can actually hear the bones snapping back into place as she shrieks in pain, but seems to recover. She weakly climbs to one leg and then collapses again. And the ones that are flying down would probably reach the ground right about now.
Jumping off, running over to assess what's going on. Who's hurt?
Riken,
So,
what are you
Riken.
doing?
He's just laying on his back. We obviously knocked the fuck out of him. So he's taking a moment to compose himself, just laying there.
all right. I will do cure wounds at 3rd level on Riken. How's the eaglet look to me right now?
Is Carolyn's touch?
It is touch.
I immediately grapple over.
All right, then
Con.
maybe I won't.
No,
Well-
as soon as you touch me, I am fucking taking you to the ground.
I'm pretty sure that you probably cast the spell because it seems like you'd murmur the spell and then touch him.
Yeah.
So, you still get the healing, Riken, and then you need to make a contested athletics roll over.
Okay. I will roll the healing first. Get that out of the way. You get 16, and then what was that in athletics?
Yes.
Oh, that's not gonna be good. 12.
Well, looks like you get a Riken bear hug.
Oh, it's not a bear hug. I am shoving his face into the dirt. Communication, asshole. What the fuck are you thinking? I almost died. Your bird almost died. And here you are with Ezra thinking you're gonna like making a joke. This shit ain't funny, dude.
Why did you even take the bird up with you?
I push his face into the herder hard.
His dirt and grass is spewed out of his mouth.
Walk back to Roy. I'm gonna go take a bath. Fuck this. Going back to
I'll
town.
dust myself off and go over to Syria and check on her.
Nisiri is still hurt, and she plaintively looks up at you. You can see that she's in pain.
How bad does she look?
She is, yeah, she's not well off. She's probably about, well, in hit points, she's about half.
Okay. Uh, and I'm with the second level on her for cure wounds. Let's see how that does. Whoa, 17.
Well, that maxes her out. She gets up, shakes it off, looks at you, chirps, and then snuggles you.
All right, I'll just pet her. It's like, yeah, that idiot took you up there, didn't he? You didn't like that, did you?
Over, you left them down here. What were we supposed to do?
Well, I left them with you. Well, I purposely left them so that they wouldn't be out there.
And then you took a magic griffin ride into an unknown tower.
Why not? It seemed like the thing to do.
Right.
I'll have my
Really, you left them with the cart or the horses?
Well,
That cart.
y'all.
The cart that's on the other end of the city.
They
It's
were
clear over here.
obviously they won't go up. Figured since you all were talking so hard about this thing but not making any action, thought I'd go take a look myself. To be honest, I kind of got bored of waiting around too. Daddy needed to stretch his legs.
Same for me, but in a less creepy way.
So, reckon you get on Roy and head back toward the gates?
Regan, hold on. Could you grab Adelar first? I'm gonna take Nisiri back too. They can have fun in the tower. Good luck, Oliver.
Okay, so Alabaster and Reckon head towards the gates. The rest of you stay where you are.
I think so. Oliver's conflicted.
As the two members ride away, two of the griffins take off and circle back up towards the tower, leaving three on the ground.
Sorry, I'm just responding to a message. I will go ahead and just kind of shake my head, and I'll mount back up on one of the griffins and finish this out.
All right, flies back up. Ezra
Yeah, I'll head back up too.
and Eidolon.
Here.
All right, so the three of you head up.
Splitting the party. Again.
All right, so Riken and Alabaster, you ride towards the city gates. Reaching them, you find them closed. All right, you knock on the gate, and you don't get a reply.
Dude, Commander, I know you saw me fall off that fucking thing. Open this goddamn door.
Sorry, sir. We're under orders not to open it for any reason.
Who's saying this?
Somebody on the other side?
See them?
No, they're on the other side of a very thick gate.
Alright.
You hear another voice, somewhat muffled but familiar. The commander says, I'm sorry, we're under orders. There's no opening of this gate until the threat has been assessed. You'll have to wait outside.
God. Who's assessing the threat? Huh? Are you going out here and doing it? No, my party is. Now I want to come inside and take a goddamn bath, so open the door.
There's no response.
We're never helping the city again.
No, you should have tried to persuade them. Persuade.
I'm gonna take a shit right outside this door.
Please, Over, don't. I don't.
Why are you so mean? What?
I'm just remembering how mad at you are. Please, Regan, don't make me watch this.
I'm taking a shit outside this door, and then since this is outside the gate, I'm assigning there's some posts that we can tie up the horses to, like we did with the cart on the other side. And then fucking guess we'll start heading back to the tower after I do all that. Actually, I'm gonna take a short rest and then head back to the tower.
I'm not.
Short rest is an hour, so.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so you guys are going to hang out there for a while.
Yep.
Alright.
Camp out, take a shit.
Alright.
You
So-
gonna camp where you took a crap?
Alabaster, are you going to wait there as well?
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll move on to the other party members. Alright, so you guys arrive at the top of the tower again, underneath the hat in the area. Big hole in the floor.
Yeah, I'll look over, make sure everything's okay as far as I can see from up top.
I mean, you can kind of make out the other party members over towards the gate as they're just probably getting there and interacting at the gate.
All right, I'll turn back. What do I see? Are there any entrances or anything?
There's a
or-
big round hole in the floor.
Okay. Stairs or just you drop?
It is a hole.
Okay. That's it. Okay.
That's it. Other than several different stable situation stalls with griffins in them.
Can I see any like footholds or like ladder type? I don't know.
You examine the hole and you look at it, and you can see down into it. And as you look down into it, you can see that there appears to be rooms down underneath of it. There's a shaft, and then it opens back up again. But no, there are no handholds. There are no ladders or ropes or anything.
How far does it go down?
It goes down about 20 feet and then opens up.
Horrible. There's road. What do you think? Nordlon, do you have any tricks in your at your disposal?
I got. Ooh, I don't.
I mean, I can make it okay. I'm sure we could all just jump. Well, I don't know about you, Adeline.
What was the distance again?
It's about 20 feet of a stone shaft, and then it opens back up again into some kind of a chamber underneath. You can see that the hole continues past that chamber further down.
Well,
Do you have
I
any
could
rope?
understep it and take someone with me.
I guess I could misty step. But that's just me.
Well, I suppose that's all of us can get down there if Ezra, you can
Wait,
help
can
me
you
there.
turn into a bird?
I can't. I hope to someday, but I can't right now.
You get one of the griffins in here? Alright. I can set my hand on Oliver's shoulder and thunderstep is down.
Before you do that, I'll Misty Step, so I don't take
Oh,
damage.
yeah, good plan.
Kill him.
Oh, we're in a chamber. This is gonna echo real bad.
Oh. Oliver will plug his ears just before.
Yeah, that'll dig ya. Alright. These griffins are gonna run away.
Okay, just a
Alright.
second. I am finding something I need real quick. Alright, so you are using what again?
He's using Misty Step, I'm using Thunder Step.
Alright, so you basically teleport yourselves down into the chamber underneath, which, what's your range on those?
90 feet from me.
It's 30 feet.
30 feet is not going to make it to the floor of the chamber beneath you.
Didn't you say it was 20 feet?
It's 20 feet to the opening. The chamber is about 20 feet tall, so you're still going to be 10 feet off the ground when you appear.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not a bad pull.
Alright.
Basically, when I dodged out of that tower that we lit on fire that one time.
Just wanted to make sure you were aware.
How does dropping 10 feet then Misty Step work? Does that... I mean, I would know. Would Eidolon know that?
That's just 30 feet, so I just appear 10 feet above the ground.
Yeah, no, I meant if you dropped first and then Misty Stepped.
He's wondering whether or not the DM would rule that you were in motion when you teleported and therefore still take the damage.
Okay. So, sorry, a little bit of meta. I'm just curious.
Well, you have no idea how that will work until you try it.
That's fine. I'll just take the damage.
Okay. Go ahead and
As soon
roll a
as I
d6.
showed up, counter spell. This is watch and fall.
What am I rolling?
Just a d6. I'm having you roll the damage. I'm just currently looking at something else, so. Trying to refresh my memory on certain things. 1. See, aren't you glad you rolled? So you teleport, do a little roll and land, hurt your feet a little bit, but you're fine. Oh,
When you go down, it's gonna make it flat.
wow. Okay, so I'm gonna let this go and not make you roll higher damage because I already said it, but I definitely got the description wrong. So this level is actually 80 feet tall. All right, but I'm gonna let it go.
If that's the case, we can change what we're gonna do because I have another option.
Would you guys like to change your option? We'll just backtrack a little bit here. That's my fault, so I'm willing to let it go.
Because if we would have known that
Yeah. So
That would not have been a decision that we would have made. So
yeah.
At first, I thought it was just 20 feet to the ground.
yeah.
Thunderstep's still on the table though. If
Yep.
we need it.
Yeah,
There's
and
no
there's
shaft, right?
no shaft, so it's just you're standing on a stone floor that is an opening, and then underneath you can see several different chambers, what appears to be almost like a living space underneath of you on the next level down.
Oh, like a living space. Then I would call down. Looks like a living space.
The hole's about 20 feet across, and yeah, so it's about 80 feet down from the area to the floor of the second level.
Okay.
And you can see
I
there's
would
a
just
floor
yell.
underneath that as well.
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
There is another floor underneath of that as well, you can tell, because the hole continues.
Oh, so we could potentially just keep dropping.
Yeah, the second there apparently are three floors. There's a you can see the floor underneath at the very bottom is about 100 feet up to the second level, and then it's about 80 feet up to the area.
Okay. I want to check for like trap doors. There's got to be a way up here.
All right, go ahead and make a roll.
Okay, investigation
In-
or perception.
Investigation.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I guess I'll look around for something. See if there's a button to press for an elevator.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation roll. Oliver's looking for trapdoors. So you guys wandering around looking. Ezra, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm right in the bathroom. I guess I'm just following them.
Okay. So they walk around. You can see Oliver searching the floor for something, and Eidolon searching the walls for something. Both of them don't seem to be doing very well, and they end up empty handed.
All right. Well, I'm not seeing anything, but I can actually become a spider and I can crawl my way down. So I can do that, and that leaves you and Eidolon.
We can thunderstep it.
Right. Just let me get out of the way before you do that.
It's just 3d10 thunder damage.
Biggie.
Just
Okay.
squash the spider.
Sounds like a plan.
So I will become a spider. One thing I've got that do what I want to do. Fast. Yep. Okay, giant spider it is.
All right. So, thump, you become a giant spider.
And I just start walking on down out of the way as fast as I can.
Okay.
Before
You
he thunderstones.
climb over the edge, and then you have to scuttle along the ceiling of the next floor to reach the outer walls. You can see
What do I
that
see
there are
while I'm in there?
stained glass windows in the walls that are actually pretty to look at. And you can see there are many shelves in the walls. It looks like almost like landings in the walls that jut out, carry that have various things on them. It looks like large books, large urns, and various asunder other things, many of which look oversized. And you can see down on the floor a huge bed, and next to it a huge chest. And floating at the foot of the bed towards the hole is some kind of an orb just floating in the air.
I'll keep moving on in that direction as above do what they're gonna do.
What are you guys doing?
We were thunder stepping down.
Well, yeah. The two of us thunder step down.
Okay, so boom, you show up in the middle of the floor. Papers. Wait a minute. It does the thunder up above. My bad. So. You hear startled squawks from the griffins above, and a few bits of hay float down through the hole. Where are you planning showing up next to the hole? I assume. Down below.
Uncomfortably close to over.
Okay. Ulver is crawling across the ceiling towards the wall.
Oh, he's on the ceiling. Yeah, we'll just pop under the floor, like right down. It has to be a place I can see, anyways.
Right. So you show up, you look around, you can see there's a fairly large white orb floating in the air near the foot of a bed with a chest that is as tall as you are. The bed, the top of the bed is actually about the height of about 6 feet off the ground.
Is this orb anything I would know?
You look at the orb, it's definitely magical. You see many bookcases full of books.
Full of books?
There's bookcases and shelves with books and other items.
Alright. See what type of books these are.
Over, you reach the wall. Climb your way down towards the floor and reach the floor, and what are you gonna do now?
I'll just kind of look around in spider form for the moment.
All right.
I've got blind sense, by the way. Is there anything that I can sense as I was walking down and as I get into this room? It's only 10 feet, so I'd be walking around.
Yeah. As you're walking around, I mean, you don't really sense anything that you don't see.
And I will say this continues on down, correct? Even further?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stay in this form for now.
I'm gonna post a picture to Discord for you guys so you can get an idea of the floors. And then I'll move Discord over. Move it over real briefly here so that people can see it on the stream. There you go. And if you needed to see that, I guess you'll just have to go back and look. Um, so the bed and the orb are there. You can see the hole. The chest is on the wall, I guess. Yeah, a little different than I described. That's fine. Um, near the bed though. The other than that, there's just shelves with books along the walls, and everything looks oversized.
I will telepathically tell Eidolon. Maybe we should call out and see if somebody's here. There's got to be someone here. In fact, I'm sure of it.
Good idea. Hello? Someone there?
I am.
So, we saw your greeting.
You call out and listen. Your voice almost echoes around, and you can hear that there's a shuffle from apparently downstairs, and then what? They're upstairs. How'd they get upstairs? I thought they'd come in the front door. No. No, they're not in the front door. Where are they? Upstairs. Well, I just said that. Yeah, it was upstairs. Coming upstairs. Yes.
Did we just break and entering?
I mean, to be fair, the Griffins put us in the top.
Quick, light it on fire.
Oh, man.
Question, DM: is there any wine in the room? Wine bottles?
No, not really.
We can set on fire.
So, what are you guys gonna do? Besides look around for wine bottles.
Kind of wait for him to reach us.
Like act natural, but like very awkwardly.
So you stand around for a second, and then all of a sudden you see a large, white-haired, almost bluish-gray skinned head come up through the hole slowly, followed by a neck surrounded in a purple garment with stars and moons on it, and a wispy beard that seems to be made out of fog, as this white-eyed giant rises up through the hole.
Telepathically, I will read the
Giant?
story. We came from the top, but that's kind of where the Griffins left us. We weren't sure how to get down here without crawling through the holes and all that. I hope we didn't make too much of a ruckus.
That's fine. That's fine. Yes, fine. Not sure why you didn't take the stairs.
Stairs? Were there stairs? We looked.
The cloud stairs, yeah. I'm pretty sure I turned them on.
Cloud stairs.
Huh.
Didn't you see them?
I'll be.
The stairs before.
I'm sure they saw them. Of course they saw them. They were there.
To be honest, I've never seen cloud stairs before, so I apologize. We just didn't look outside or inside. I look up and try to see if there's any cloud stairs.
There are.
Thunder elevator, so cloud stairs aren't out of the question.
Oh my, yes, you're exactly who I thought you would be. Yes.
No, more of us. He's not a very good writer, you see.
Ryder? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, I mean, he had trouble mounting the griffin. He fell off.
Griffins?
Trouble.
Why did you take the stairs?
Griffin showed up, and I'm not gonna not ride the griffin.
My griffins came down to get you. I don't remember telling them to do that. Or did I? Maybe I did. I probably did. Oh, you're most welcome. And he bows to you and says,
Oh.
Now, what was it I was here to tell you? I don't remember. Maybe I should go look at my book. And he walks over towards
Oh.
his bed.
My name's Ezra, by the way. Nice to meet you.
He waves a hand as he walks over and goes, Yes, yes, Zezra.
I'll take it.
I do one of those Nelson from The Simpsons laugh. He said Ezra.
He picks up a large volume off of his book and opens it up and goes, let's see, no, not Nightstone. Or was it? Maybe. He flips a few pages. And you see him mouthing words.
I'll walk over to the orb, point at it, and be like, "What's this do?"
He looks up and goes, What? What are you talking about?
Start slowly pointing towards the orb. I
Oh,
think I'm gonna touch it.
that's just flies the tower. It's fine. Don't touch.
Touch, you say?
He nods and goes back to his book. He continues to mumble for a while.
Decision. Are you touching or not?
Nah. Lucky roll.
Anyways, after a little bit, he looks up and goes, What? Visitors? Oh, when did you get here?
This reminds me very much of a little hole in an experience I had with. I'm saying this just to Ezra right now, with a strange lady in one of the shops. Forgot when I was there. A little bit of deja vu here.
Crazy
Oh,
people.
You invited us into your home, and you said you wanted to tell us something?
Oh, yes, I recognize you now. You're in my book. Where's my book? He looks down at his book. Oh, there you are. Starts
I'm in there?
flipping pages again.
I'll pull out the drawing that I have, or not the drawing, but the plaque that we took from the dwarven place with our depictions on it.
I mean, I'm sure you heard of
like,
us.
hey,
We're
is this
kind
wrong?
of famous.
Yeah, we're the Sword Coast Sentinels.
We
Yeah,
have
but-
many leather-bound books.
Many tales are told of us.
You have
This time
tails?
we got
Where?
beat up. The time we got beat up by his old friends from school or whatever. There's a time we got lost in a maze for like 3 months. There's the time
There's
we
one.
burned down that mansion.
Oh, and don't forget the time you threw shit on that one monster.
Oh yeah, I did throw shit on a monster.
He goes, yes, here you are. I found it. Told you I'd find it. He looks up and goes, Who are you again?
A long
Can I-
time, Ezra.
Can I try to peek
Zezra, got that.
his book? Can I look in his book?
He's holding it, and he's a lot taller than you.
Hey, can I see that book?
No, this is my journal. You can't have that.
But you said we were in it. I want to see.
Oh, yes. He turns and he shows it to you. And you can see several stick-like drawings, stick figure drawings of people. And there's a couple of elements to them, like specific items or features about you that seem to stand out to you just enough to where you could be like, yeah, that might be me. That might be Riken.
Ooh,
You know-
look, there I am.
It's missing the broken back on Riken now.
Yeah. He does have
No,
the
it's
horse,
here for
though.
some reason.
he has a cane instead of a shield in all the pictures.
Is he squatting and making poop? That's the deciding factor of Riken.
So he
So
shows that
what's the story tell about us?
it says right here, and he points as he reads it. It says, find them and help them. Here I am.
Alright.
Who are you again?
Well, I'm Ezra.
Zezra.
Stay on the page.
We're your new best friends.
And who are you?
Me? I'm Eidolon.
Dololon. Got it?
No, I'm old.
No, Eidolon.
No. You, Dololon.
Wait, who are you?
Me? I'm Zephyros.
Sephiroth.
Zephyros.
Sephiroth. Got it. Let me write that down so I don't
Sigh. Well, they aren't very smart, but maybe they'll work.
As I'm writing his name, I'll just kind of mockingly like, oh, it must not be that smart.
Which he seems to ignore. And the other one,
I'm over.
Volva?
Spider form.
Sure. Why not?
Have him remember you as the spider.
Volva, Dolalan,
Volva?
and Zezra.
Volva.
Why not? I hate you better.
I do another Nelson laugh.
All right. So he goes, so, I'm here. What can I do for you? Says I was supposed to come help.
Yeah, we're not sure exactly what you're here to help us with at this time. You
No.
only arrived here.
What help can you offer?
He scratches his head for a second. He goes, well, I've studied some history. I know a few things. I've been around a bit, been around a bit.
Where'd you get that book?
I wrote it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go into the right bit. At least that bit about us.
Let's see. I wrote it. I think it was. Yeah, it was when I was in Nightstone, after Nightstone. I can't remember.
Hey, by the way, none of you can hear me. You're just hearing him just say stuff whenever I ask him a question.
Is this how you guys feel all the time around me?
Nah, you're cool.
Yes. You hear that, Tanuki? I'm cool.
Oh yeah, do you have a drawing of Tanuki?
Yeah. I wouldn't see why
I,
not.
I was asking that to this guy.
Oh.
Tanuki,
Ezra has no idea what Tanuki looks like.
Tanuki. I don't know what that is, but here. Well, I mean, I don't need this drawing anymore. He rips the page out of his book and hands it to you. Keep in mind, it's an oversized page.
Nice. I fold it 7 times and then put it in the back of a
Okay.
It's like map size or something.
Yeah, it's like map size. And he goes, well, I also have quite a few items that I've created over the years. I'd be willing to sell them to you if you're in the market for such things. That should be a help, yes?
You don't say.
That very well could be a help. What would you have?
Well, I dabble, just dabble in magic, just a little. And he smirks. So I've enchanted a few odds and ends, some more odd than others.
I think I'm kind of interested in the odd.
You like magic.
Well, we could talk about that. We could talk about that. But you know, I couldn't help but notice that there's a few of you missing. Where's the rest?
One almost died. Another one doesn't like being part of the team. And one decided to stay in a dwarf fortress making stuff.
Well, shouldn't they be here with you?
We'd like them to be here, but there was a problem with the griffins and being able to take our little baby eaglets with them.
I'd all laugh.
Anything to do with it.
I'll laugh like they couldn't even figure out the cloud stairs.
Right. I mean, you saw them, right? They were right there. They're plain as day.
Oh yeah, we definitely saw them. Yep.
That's how we go. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should probably collect your teammates before we discuss matters. So, I'm afraid I don't know where they are, so I can't collect them for you.
Last I saw, they were over at the front gate of the city there.
I'll go take the cloud stairs.
Oh, well, in that case, just step into the hole. It'll convey you down to the ground floor or the upper floor. Just wheel yourself that direction.
What?
Oliver wants to do this.
Jump into the hole.
Yep.
And when you walk out the front door, there's a lever right next to the door. Now, in the up position, the cloud stairs are up, and then in the down position, they're down. They should be down, if I remember right. I left them down. Oh, that's probably not real wise. I don't know what's out there. But anyways, it's no matter. Should be able to just go on down.
We're just gonna open the door to all the orcs climbing up. Alright, we'll open the door. Verify that the cloud stairs are in fact there.
Well, you see the lever next to the door first. It's about 10 feet off the ground, but it's up, not down.
I will climb up there and finagle it to the down position in my spider palm.
Okay. Which you never said you left, although I'm not sure how you...
No.
Well, you would have talked telepathically, you said?
Yes, that's why
Okay.
I said nobody else knew what I was saying. They just hear him talking and
Chitter,
choose
chitter.
in response to me. Yeah.
All right, so you flip the switch, and you hear a whooshing sound outside.
Right. Take a peek.
Look out the front door, and you can see that the clouds that surround the place are still there. And you can see that there appears to be a banistered stairway headed down now.
We go.
Made out of
I will
clouds.
drop my spider form to do this then.
Maybe it's made out of clouds. You have to step on the clouds.
Should we try to do one of the Goonies? Hey, you guys. Get over here.
I mean, you saw you guys walking down some clouds. I mean, if I got my short rest, did I get my short rest?
We'll let you have it, just for fun. Take your short rest and stuff it somewhere.
I would have liked to talk to Riken too while we were chilling there.
Okay. You guys want to roleplay that real quick? These guys have had their chance.
I mean, it's short. Hey, Riken,
Hey, what's up, Alex?
you used to live in Waterdeep, right?
Yeah, for a short time.
How long ago was that?
I mean, honestly, not too long before I met up with you guys.
Okay, so then the Open Lord was Laryl, right?
Yeah.
Not the Gold? Alright.
So, an interesting thing I've noticed. Illustrial, that's her name, right? The queen.
Yeah, Lady Illustrious.
Her last name is what's her last name? You know it, I know it, but I've forgotten it. Silverhand, right?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was, right?
You guys talk a lot. I don't know. but alright, what are you getting at?
Anyways, if that is her last name, Leryl's last name is also Silverhand, like the Open Lord.
Okay. So it's powerful family.
Yeah, and she is also a very, very powerful person. I'm just saying, it's interesting. And if we can't find Illustrio, we could always try to talk to Laryl,
Her sister.
possibly, or cousin, or aunt. I don't know.
Well, why do we need to find Illustrious?
I feel like she could be useful. I'd
Well,
like
yeah,
to know
she
her.
was supposed to be useful here, but then she just went up and left, so.
Don't you wonder where she went?
No.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just like, I'm not concerned. Honestly. You know
fair
where all
enough.
the people you went to school with are at?
I'm actually looking for one of them, so
So you don't know where they're at. I mean, it's normal not to know where people are at.
I know that some of my friends are apparently involved in a cult, so that's interesting.
A little weird. Most of my friends are in the military. We don't.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it?
A little bit. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not important to me. I thought she was gonna help me out. She kind of did, which sucked, but
Yeah.
I'll figure out a way to do it.
I just wonder where she went.
I mean, if it's important to you, I'll help you out, but I mean, it doesn't really bug me, man.
Not really worried about it.
I don't know. You like her? She like your girlfriend? You wear
No. It'd be terrible to have a girlfriend with someone in that high power.
Alright. For some people say she's cute. It's okay to admit.
No.
Alright.
Anyways, keep bandaging up the bird. Make sure she's alright. Maybe put her in a cast. That's all.
Baby eagle the size of a mastiff with a neck cast.
All right. When you guys finish your conversation, I mean, you kind of notice a funnel of clouds form out of the tower and form stairs leading up to the tower.
Looks like our team.
Yep. Okay. Now let's try to not break any eagles' necks this time.
Yeah, fuck. Roy, you're in charge. We'll be back.
Oh, I don't. I still feel like we should. Well, no one else is outside the gate, right?
Nope.
Yeah, they're not doing shit.
All right, Roy. I'd appreciate it if you'd move to where we could see you a little bit better from the tower.
Roy starts as he wakes up, looks at you, nods his head a few times, bites at the other horses to get him moving.
Thanks. Please don't drop the eaglets. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate it.
Just kind of snorts and shakes his head at you and wanders off up this direction.
We'll just walk with them until we part our ways at the tower.
So you see the rest of the as you approach, you see the rest of the party starting to come down. And those of you that are coming down see them approaching. Look at that. We're going to put the party back together again. Just like Humpty Dumpty.
And then we walk back up the stairs
turn and come down like John Cena enters a wrestling ring. Just like smoke machines through the clouds.
And at the highest point of the stairs, I will give Olver a hearty clap on the back.
What's that for?
Nothing, bud.
Ezra's gonna look to see if anything just got stuck to Oliver's back.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, oh, what is that?
All right, so you guys reach the tower together, arrive at the bottom floor.
Alright, let's go meet up with Zephyroth and see what he has to tell us.
So the bottom floor has 6 iron chains supporting 6 crystal spheres that are casting light. And two large statues and what appears to be a large stone seat and a table. Just to describe it to you guys. But yeah, you step into the circle and wheel yourselves up.
Sure.
Question is, did we tell them that's how it works?
That's up to you.
It's easy. Just do this. I'll just start going up without telling him how to do it.
As he's going up, I grab the waist of his trousers, pull them to his ankles.
I don't get it. How? What?
Say up.
I don't understand.
Roykin, don't make me turn into a giant spider again.
All right. As you arrive at the second floor, you see Zephyros sitting on his bed, and he seems to be going through a red tome, a red hardback tome of some kind. He looks up as you float into view and says, "Ah, you're back. They're back. They're back. Yes, I knew they'd be back. You didn't know they'd be back. You thought they'd be back, but now they're back. Yes, you're back."
Everybody, meet Zephyros.
Damn, dude, you're big.
Yep, he's big.
He's bigger than you.
Are those your griffins upstairs?
Yes, my griffins. Nice, aren't they?
Do you breed them? How are they so well trained? You know, I got a fine horse too. It's pretty cool. His name's Roy.
You have a Roy named horse?
Yeah. Well, a horse named Roy. And he's a flying horse. He can fly just like those griffins if he wanted to.
A Roy named Horsefly.
I've always hated horseflies.
But you didn't answer my questions about the griffin.
So Zephyros is about 20 to 22 feet tall.
Jeez.
Oh, he's a big giant.
Yep.
Shit, it wouldn't give one of his fingers.
That's weird. I'm not gonna go around taking alive people's fingernails.
So, who are the new ones then?
I'm rocking.
He likes to poop a lot.
My name's Alabaster. You can call me Allie.
Well, that's certainly better than Al Bastard.
That's what I try to tell him every day.
I mean, if you want to go by Allie, I don't blame you. What was the other one's name again?
So me, I'm rocking.
Riker?
Rocking.
Riker. Got it.
Rocking.
I know your name. I just said it.
Oh, try this. How about Bartholomew? Really likes that one. It's alright, he's gonna say it wrong, right? Don't worry.
Was that Bartholomew?
See,
I'm
told
gonna
you.
call him you. Friends call me Marty. You know.
Is it okay if I just call you Barf then?
Yes, that is perfect.
Just don't be annoyed if I don't respond to it.
His name really like symbolizes his personality as well. What I really like about him.
Yep. Just like how you know he's all bastard. It's just right in the name.
Absolutely.
Does he prefer All Bastard or Allie?
Definitely Allie, but
What the hell does he call the other guys?
I don't know.
So, what can I do for you?
Remember, you said you had some cool stuff for us, but you needed to wait for the whole party.
Well, I can sell you some stuff. I said, yes?
Be sure you said give us.
We were in one
Okay.
of your
Well, I might be able to give you a few things, yeah? And, of course, I could transport you in my tower.
Say what now?
My book said I just am supposed to help you. So, well, how can I help?
Your book said that you were supposed to help us.
Yeah, Orlon, show him the pictures of us.
Oh yeah. I'll pull out the big old paper map size.
After unfolding it 7 times.
And as I put it on the floor so everyone can look, I'll also start doodling into Nuki where he should be.
Look how small you guys are. Wonder if that's how you really look standing next to me.
What? No, I'm pretty sure that's him. There's no way you're that big.
I mean, come on, guys. Y'all know.
I mean, it looks like he drew all of Riken's limbs with circles instead of lines.
You literally don't have a neck. I don't know what you're bragging about here.
Look at Olver. It's like he did smaller lines for Olver.
I think we need to let the DM say what that was.
I'm pretty sure that this one's older. Well, no. Oh, it's hard to tell.
Both of the small figures have little funny squiggles next to them that you can't make out, but...
Yeah, it is kind of weird that there are more than one small figure, huh?
I mean, you got Ido. You got Ezra.
He's not as tiny as Older.
I mean, they're all pretty tiny guys. Ezra just looks bigger because he's so
don't forget the red eyes.
You got the horns, so that doesn't really, it's kind of hard to hide that.
The drawing looks more like a gecko.
The drawing of me? I
Yep.
don't have a tail. I don't have a tail.
What the hell?
I'll start scribbling it out. I'll start adding other little amenities to everyone else.
I look at Over's butt. Is there a
Why?
butt or a
Why,
tail
why are
again?
you looking at Over's butt, by the way?
He's always looking at your butt over.
Zephyros.
I mean, Alabaster's butt. I'm looking at Alabaster's butt.
Yeah, there's no tail there.
Is there a bulge?
No, there is not a.
Is there a big bulge where a tail should be?
I don't have a back bulge. Don't worry.
Or really, like you don't really understand anatomy right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at Alabaster's bulge.
I have a tailbone. It just
Roll
doesn't
side.
have that.
And you're still a spider, right?
No, I dropped that after I had dealt with the lever, and then I just walked down.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's been an hour,
Yeah.
this thing would be active anyways.
Actually, I get it longer than an hour now.
Zezra walks over to the floating orb, and he goes, "Well, I suppose we better go. I think they're getting a little too nervous." He
Go.
pokes a finger into it.
We got animals down below that we can't leave.
Oh, where are they?
Oh god.
Where are they?
They're
right
down
outside
below.
the window. See?
He walks over and opens up one of the panes and looks down, peers over the edge. He goes, "Oh my, there's horses there, you mean?"
Yep,
And a couple of eaglets as well.
You can see Roy's leading him closer to the tower. And he goes, "Well, they're outside the mythal, so..." And he just gestures, and they vanish.
Well, where did they go?
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh, yeah. You hear some whinnies from downstairs of the tower.
Oh, all right. That's kind of cool. Thank you. We hear
You-
squawks from
You can see the tower now is turning and headed back to the east. He goes, "We just need to get a little ways away at least, before they start hurling rocks at us and things. You understand."
That's a good call.
He sits down on his bed and smiles at you guys with kind of a filmy eyed grin and says, "I haven't had visitors in so long."
How long has that been?
Oh, I'm not sure exactly. What would that be? 100? Maybe 150 years?
It's a long time to be by yourself. How do you pass your time?
Oh, well, I'm not lonely. I can always talk to myself.
Fair enough.
So, can someone ask what the hell is going on?
And we'll move maps.
Yeah, I don't know either. Over or Riken. Jesus,
So
just
cute.
so tiny. I just.
We're not the same.
I don't have a
Look
greater
exactly
map on
like-
here.
Does he look small or I look big or?
No, very small. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're just like Over. Super scrawny.
Yes.
Smell like wet dog.
So they're headed
Perfect word to
over
describe
this
me
way
as
here.
well. It's great.
Flex a little bit. Check my arms out.
They've been getting smaller.
Rockin',
Spoil it.
you need to start working out a little more.
Yeah?
You're losing it. Oh man. I mean,
Your
you're
legs,
running.
your legs are fine. You know, you always go on a run or whatever, but you don't do any arm workouts, man. Other than swinging that spear around, which you
I
do
mean-
haphazardly.
And I'd be embarrassed about the size of my arms if they were like that.
I mean, I just.
I mean, you
fell
look
off
all
my
out of proportion. You got these like trunks and legs, and then these skinny little spindles for arms. Weird. It's really weird looking.
It's really weird.
Yeah, you can always ask your mother about my spear thrust, okay? Or not.
Who are you talking to here? I find it unlikely that you've met
It can't be
mine
right.
or Over's mother.
He doesn't even know where I live. So.
Yeah, I sincerely doubt it's mine too,
That's
because
right,
I don't
'cause
know if
left
she's.
you and your mom when you were children. I don't know either. That's right.
I'm pretty sure Over's older than you, I can.
You know what? I at least act like it.
So you're
Older
saying
you,
you're a
older.
time traveler.
Atrophy. It's only connected.
I think I'm only 25. I have to check my sheet.
Ah, I see I was
25.
wrong.
Zephyros sits on the bed again, humming to himself. Gestures towards one of his bookcases, and a book floats over towards him.
Oh, magical items, you say?
Yes, I have some.
Could we see them?
Do we have that kind of money? Yeah.
Probably not.
Great.
Maybe they're on sale.
Oh, we just get to celebrate at what we can't afford.
Yeah, we can just trade them some baby eagles.
Yeah.
So he pulls out what appears to be a smaller chest than the one you see against the wall, and he goes, "Are they in here?" And he opens it up, and like a couple of moths fly out. And he goes, "Nope, that one's empty. Where did I leave him? They must be in the big chest." He gets up and walks over to the big chest. You can see him touch it in a couple of different places, and then the lock flips open, and he opens it up. And he goes, let's see. What might we be interested in today? Go ahead and roll a d100.
Who? Everybody? One person?
I think it was Eidolon that asked first, so let's do him.
Oh. Sorry. Go ahead. I love you to go on mine.
So Dolalon, you're interested in things here. He reaches in and he pulls out a knife and a fork made out of shining mithril. You can see
Like silverware knife and a fork.
yes.
You can eat stealthily with those.
Perfect.
They have
Give those to Reich.
They have small magic runes embedded on their handles. The fork and
That runes.
yeah, they have runes on them. And he goes, "Oh well, here's something."
What do these do?
He goes, well, I don't really remember, but I don't use them. You're welcome to them. Here, take them."
Oh, I thank you.
How big is that fork?
They are oversized, so.
He's got a 10-foot fork.
Can you lift that, Eidolon?
Yeah, he can. I mean, they're big, but they're not
They're
that
at least
big.
the size of Over, right?
The knife is
It's
like a
gotta be-
sword.
They're my new spears.
It's gotta be like hand proportionate, and I imagine his hand is almost the size of Over.
But they are enchanted, so they shrink to fit him.
henchman, where is he, baby? I said thank you.
Oh, what? What? I didn't say thank you.
What did you say last?
Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Let's see. What else? Maybe for you, Volva.
Fucking vulva?
Oh my god. You know, I'll take out the bastard.
Vulva?
Ooh, wow, that's something. I don't even know who he's talking about here.
I just look around like I don't know.
That could be any of you.
I hate you, Ben.
No, you don't.
The rib is still broken.
Ooh, yeah, we better get that set. Hold on, let me.
Sorry, I'm trying to make notes here at the same time. Give me a second.
All right.
Because I want to
Yeah, I
record
gotta
these
make
things.
notes too. Call older vulva. There we go.
I've probably started something here. So let's
See how far that
see.
gets y'all.
Hell yeah.
I'm just going to keep your roll if that's alright.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's all good.
He pulls out a single earring.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, I don't know where the other one is, but this one works just fine. He tosses it to you, and it shrinks down to where it'll fit you.
Thank you. What does it do?
Don't
Obviously,
remember.
it's perfect. It fits me, but hey, you don't remember?
No,
All right.
it's magic.
Better
You wanted
put it on right
magic.
away. Hopefully, it's not an earring of instant death.
It allows me to
Oh, God. Yeah, it turns out one of us is gonna get the other earring.
Yeah, I looked up a random chart thing here for this, so. He fishes around and goes, that's for Alley Bastard, right? Yes? You wanted something?
Allie?
Yeah, here we go. Pulls out an amulet. Looks like it has the image of like a stylized human face with a mouth laughing. He goes, scratches his head a little bit. He goes, I thought I remembered something about this. I think this one's good in combat. Tosses it to you.
Is it an amulet of laughing? Thank you, sir. I'm sure it will be useful.
probably hold his knee flat.
Did any? Let's see. I should probably give something to the rest of you, right? Of course you should. That'd be rude not to. Okay, so Riker.
Present.
Oh, I thought you liked to become buff.
Shut up,
Alright.
Vulva.
Was it Barf? I forgot.
Yeah, that's true. It was barf.
My apologies, Barf.
How am I supposed to wear two amulets at once? I guess I'm just gonna be really noisy from now on.
He pulls
Maybe
out a
just, like,
stick.
strap them.
It's a large stick, like sized for him. He goes, "Oh, well, I don't really need this. You can have this." And he tosses at you. It shrinks down to fit you into the size of a walking stick.
Oh no, I am gonna be walking with a cane.
You got a stick. Well, make sure you speak softly, I suppose. Wow. Yeah, he really did just reinforce the idea that you're crippled now, huh?
Not even on purpose either. Like, I just went off of his roll, so kind of he did it.
Why'd you ask for a stick, Reagan?
And let's say Zezra.
Yes. Oh, had the D100 selection.
So I'm giving you guys free magic items, but you have no idea what they are. This is gonna be fun. He pulls out a scarf and he goes, "Oh, here you go. You can cover up those horrendous eyes of yours."
What's wrong with that? Hey, is there anything wrong weird with my eyes, guys?
I don't want to look at your eyes, Zazra. It's okay.
It's red scarves sewn with silver beads into the fabric.
So red scarf, silver beads.
Yep. And of course, you have no idea what it does. I've recorded them in my OneNote, so I'll be able to come back to these later. Yes, so that's good, right? I have more things. Those are some useless things that I don't need anymore. But if you want something else, I could probably sell you it.
Yeah, can I get a crossbow, you think? Or like a regular bow?
Crossbow or regular bow. I'm not sure if I have one of those.
Excuse me? You don't have anything.
I'm looking. He's kind of sifting through whatever. No, I don't. I do have this, though, and he pulls out an arrow.
What does that do?
Well, it's not a crossbow, but you could use it kind of like one. And he holds it up in his hand, and then he whistles.
I knew it. Jan
From Guardians
Hughes,
of the
Daryl.
Galaxy.
I knew it.
Sweet, I watched that yesterday, so I know all about this.
And the arrow flies through the air, seemingly to some form of command.
To break?
You lucky dog.
Does it break easily? I mean, not.
Oh no, it's very sturdy.
How much does it cost?
I think I could probably sell this to you. I mean, it's, quite rare. I'm sure you could understand. Probably let this go for about 4,000 gold.
I see. How much is this amulet worth? No, hold up the amulet you just gave me.
I have no idea. I don't know what it does.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Literally give him his items back in trade.
You take credit. Just move off the lasting relationship. That's all.
I'm never gonna have 4,000 gold, man. I gotta spend that crap on poison.
I'm pretty sure.
You're close to 4,000 gold?
Wow.
Am I that poor? I have 500.
I'm not far off from where you're at.
we exchange items, then yeah, I think.
Anything else?
Do you have some items that are maybe not quite so exotic and rare?
Well, I have some, yes.
What kind of things might you have?
Well, are you looking for something particular, or do you just want me to pull something out?
I want a really cool shield. Give me some new armor, because this stuff's kind of banged up. Even though I just bought it.
I don't have any shields. I don't think I have any armor either. You know, I don't really have much use for those things. He gestures to his robes. What was your last comment?
Do anything that offers more protection? Like a cloak, maybe? Or a ring. Rings are always nice.
I have a few cloaks. He pulls out a almost black cloak. It's kind of a peculiar shape and appears to be made out of a peculiar cloth. And he goes, "Oh, kind of a vile thing, this one. I don't think you'd want it."
I mean, who knows? We got a whole assortment of people here. You know, some people have weird fetishes. Okay, not too bad though.
Oh, well, it's made from skin, see, and it will make you look undead to anybody that looks at you.
Alright, so how about the next book?
Yeah, I thought so. He puts it back. He pulls out another one. He goes, "Oh, this one's not too bad. It's kind of a fur-lined, patched leather cloak." And he goes, "It's actually not bad. It has a fastener, see, here in the front. But it's very nice. It'll actually protect you from the cold."
Pretty big guy. Generate a lot of big body heat. I don't know if that's my kind of thing. Any of you guys afraid of the cold?
How much does it cost?
I'd probably let that go for about 4,000 gold. It's quite useful, you know? I mean, not so much to me. I don't get cold easy. But to other people.
Big guys in
Okay.
rat.
So, is there a way we could work for this stuff?
What do you mean, work?
You know, you got any like odd jobs, or you know, you need some chores done?
Get some dishes in between.
He seems confused, and he looks at you and goes, "You do realize I came here to help you, right?"
Yeah, so let us help you by helping us help you.
"Oh, sure. You help me by buying this stuff, and then I help you by selling it to you. That's right, right?"
Sounds logical.
So do you take IOUs?
I don't have any IOUs.
Would you like some?
I do have several smelly shoes. That's what he said, right? Smelly shoes? But I don't need any more.
seems like we can't really afford too much. Your skills are pretty high up there to be able to make products like these.
He goes, I have a cloak that increases a wearer's vigor.
Makes you Randy? Is that what it does?
No, it'll actually hasten some of your restorative abilities. See, normally when one is worn out and needs to sit and catch their breath, they need a certain amount of time, to catch your breath after you've been running for a while, right? Well, this lowers that amount of time by quite a bit. I.e., it shortens the amount of time it takes to take a short rest.
So I kind of figured for a warlock or a fighter, that would be pretty damn cool.
Yeah. And how much is that cloak?
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of spendy.
Yeah.
Gonna need to put that one on layaway.
I'm recording these as I'm offering them to you so that I know they've been offered. That one, since you asked, that one is gonna be about 6,000 gold.
Ooh. Boy.
I mean, it's probably worth it, especially for a warlock. So.
Well, I don't think it's a question of if it's worth it.
Yeah, I think we just take our free items and our taxi service. See him another day.
I'll have many more items if you ever decide to come peruse.
Oh, we'd love to, but I think our price range is probably in the 500 gold or less category.
Yeah,
Individual.
I probably don't have too many things down around that range, but think of me when you have the money, yes?
I mean, do you have a way that we can get in contact with you? I mean, because we hit you up so fast.
Well, sure. He reaches in and pulls out 5 blue-colored stones and hands one to each of you. And he goes, these are sending stones. Simply speak my name and then a message up to 25 words, and it will reach me. They can only be used once a day, though.
And can we only use these to send messages to you, or?
Oh, I'll be able to send a message back to you using my own abilities. Never fear that.
Are we able to send messages to one another if we ever get split up through these?
I'm afraid these stones are keyed to just send messages to me.
Understood, okay. We definitely appreciate this.
Do you
Anyway.
mind if we keep the eaglets here when we're in dangerous situations?
What?
Do you mind if we keep the eaglets here when we go to dangerous situations?
Well, sure. Imagine the griffins wouldn't mind having them.
I mean, you seem like a really good trainer. Those trainers are extremely well. Those griffins are extremely well trained. Okay.
They're enslaved.
Those trainers are extremely well griffined.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Alright. So he gets up and walks over to his orb again and touches it. He goes, we'll just stay over here next to the mountains where we're safe for now. If you have a destination, I could take you there. I'm supposed to help you.
There is, I'm talking to everybody else, there is the commander of the spearhead that we need to get back to the hotels.
Oh,
It'd be a
yeah,
fast
we need
way
to
to
do
get this
that
out of here.
quickly.
I have no idea where else we should go.
Alright, Artels it is.
The Harpels, is that a forest, a plains?
No,
It's Long Saddle is the name of the town.
Long Saddle. Yes, I think I've heard of that place. I think it's over north of Tribor, yes?
Oilon, do you have a map?
thing is, like, if we're gonna explore the Sundabar connection with the orcs any further, that's in a completely opposite direction.
I know.
Pull up the map.
You have a map of the Sword Coast.
Really nice one too.
Okay.
I've linked one for you guys before, the Faerun map from Lore Maps.
Okay. So we're just assuming that that's what it looks like, basically.
Yeah, I believe I told you that's what it looked like.
I don't remember.
If we get a long saddle, we might get put on a mission that's gonna send us completely somewhere else. I don't know.
Is it possible to be able to drop off an item quickly to the Hop Hills in Long Saddle and then at least come back to this area again?
Certainly. I don't mind. I don't really do much exciting stuff, and this is pretty exciting.
Well then, I think that answers our question.
So long saddle and then Sundabar.
Is it wise to go straight to Sundabar, or do you want to? I guess we could just.
These guys here are gonna offer some fucking useless. I mean, that commander is some real incompetent shit. Like, I don't understand how someone like him rises to the ranks. Like, he must be someone's fucking nephew.
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is go ahead and go to Long Saddle, and then we can deliver this item.
Yep.
It'll take us quite some time to get there, and we're gonna have to, if we were to go on foot, we'd have to go back through this forest that they don't really like us much.
So are we flying in your tower, or does like your tower teleport?
Oh, heavens no, it doesn't teleport, it flies. Surely you noticed.
Alright, let's set out.
Don't let me forget, 3 days and 12 minutes and 2 seconds from now. 1 second. 0 second. Anyways, I'm supposed to talk to you about the voices. Don't forget. And he goes over and touches the orb, and the tower begins to move. And we will end the session there.
You said 3 days, how many hours?
Watch the stream.
Someone needs to take the feat where they remember everything and they force them to remind you.
Yeah.
I just play back the stream for myself at this point.
Is that code for you forgot what you said too?
I make so much stuff up on the fly. But hopefully it's been enjoyable. That's the main goal.
It was. It was very weird, but enjoyable.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be a little weird, but I had this planned for 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, I was suspicious of the flying tower. The hat.
But now that it's even more open-ended, I feel a little more lost than I was before.
Well, you could do what you want, guys.
Oh, we at least won't have the eagles slowing us down every time.
It's not like you don't have goals, first of all. You do have goals. Each one of you has lots of different goals. But you do have to choose which ones you're going to do. And that's something you have to work out amongst yourselves.
That's the thing. I guess I kind of forgot what everyone else is trying to do. You know, Ida's looking for Ben. I'm supposed to be going after these orcs, but these orcs have fucking armies and shit. They're being supplied by Sundabar, so I feel like going after them directly is not worth it.
So here's an idea. What you could do is you could type out what the other players know of your goals, that you know, like you yourself, your goals. Type out what the other players know of your goals based on what's happened, and put it in chat for our room there, and then pin it, and people can refer back to it, and then you can edit it as more is added to it.
That's a good idea. Because nobody really knows what I'm doing. Not really.
I mean, other than first helping Lady Silver. Lady Mushroom.
I mean, that was to go finish out my quest with the Harpels.
Yeah, but like other than that, like yeah. Like did the Harpels send us on another mission basically to go do a bunch of shit?
No, they sent me off to Silvery Moon for Lady Silverhand to basically hold up their part of the bargain to me. That's what that was all about.
And what did you do?
Nothing. They did nothing. They tried, but they didn't do anything. But they could. That's why we had to go to Silver Moon, for me at least.
It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Session over?
Yep, we're done. You guys have any quick questions or anything before I end the stream? If it's not something we should be streaming, then I'll just go ahead and end it.
Thanks for DMing again.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, as always.
You're most welcome.
It's a good distraction to a hard week.
It has been a hard week. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and we can talk freely.